Good morning, guys. I'm going to get back to the Caddy videos in a couple of days. I've been filming, I have the time to edit. So today we're working on this Kia Ceed 2010 CRDI. There you go. Now the problem with this is the ignition will go on, but the car won't start. So if I go ahead, turn the car on, ignition goes on, I can press the brake pedal, but there's nothing there, the car's completely dead. If you, on these automatics, if you remove this little square and you push that down, it'll disengage the brake and it'll let you start the car. But when looking into it just now, I was going to plug my computer in, but I thought there's no point because disengaging the brakes tells me that there's something wrong with the brakes. And the problem with this is most likely going to be, hopefully you can see that. Sorry guys for the shaky video, is that switch there. So that brake switch there, that should disengage when you're pressing the brake, and it should go back up again when you're not pressing the brake. But the problem is, it's jammed in. The car's been stood a while. You should see a little nylon nib at the end. That's not coming out. So we're going to take the brake switch off. The cover seems to be a bit bent as well, but it's quite solid. We'll take the switch off. We'll try and clean it up, and we'll free it off, and we'll see if that fixes the problem. Yeah, so as you can see, that one is bent for some weird reason. It's quite solid in there, it's not loose. We see a nylon nib there, that should be coming out because when you press the brake that should release. So I'm going to try and free that off, but I'm not very hopeful that's going to be repairable, to be honest. Might have to just replace that. Okay, so what I've tried doing is spraying some of this silicone spray in there, but you didn't want to know. But what was bothering me was you can see it's bent anyway, so I've taken it apart gently, haven't touched it yet apart from opening it, and you can just see in there it's not quite lined up. So we're going to try and line that up again and see if it works. Okay, so I've put that in the vise, just moved it a bit. It's still very, obviously because it's a brake you've got to be careful, but it's still really, really solid, to be honest. So that's nice and straight. Let's get it built again. Okay, so we've got the switch back in again. It's nice and free. Now it wasn't initially because it had a bit of gunk on there, so I've just literally run it over some very, very, very fine sandpaper. I just moved it across. It's nice and free, so we'll put it back together again. Okay, so she's back together again, and you can see the difference now. Press that, it springs back out again. So let's put it on the car, see if the car starts. Okay, moment of truth, let's have a look. Boom, there you go. That was quite an easy fix actually. Obviously what we'll do is we'll tell the owner to buy a new switch anyway, just for safety. But at least now it's drivable. You can put it in reverse, can change gear, can move it around. That's it guys, another quick fix from Resto Spares. Have a good day.